Hello, dreamers. Welcome to the next episode of Silk Bonnet Sleep Stories. I am Mama C, and tonight's story, we have something very special for you. Tonight's story was written by my lovely daughter, Keya. She is behind the scenes, producing all of our wonderful effects on our channel.
Hey dreamers, it's Keya here. Thank you so much for being here with us. So sorry about my voice. I'm currently battling a cold, but just know that I'm the editor for our channel, and I just so happen to also have written tonight's story. And yes, my real mom is now your internet mom. She is the voice behind the narration for our channel. She could read a grocery list and still somehow make it sound magical. Aren't we just a little dream team? Subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna go disappear and vibe in our studio. So enjoy. Take it away, Mama Z.
I'm so honored to share this story with you all. So, as you don your bonnet, wander into a dream world where we arrive into a misty mountain sanctuary. The mountain's stillness wraps around you, inviting you to simply be. Before we begin tonight's story, we're going to take a moment to settle in and help your mind and body relax. I am going to count down from 5 to 1. And as I do, set your intentions on total relaxation. Are you enjoying longer countdowns, or would you prefer us to keep it short? Let us know in the comments below. And dreamers, if you're enjoying our peaceful storytelling, show us some love. Like, share, and subscribe to Black Lotus Kollective for more. We really want to hear from you. Consider subscribing today. And to ensure you have the best sleeping experience, take the time now to adjust your volume up or turn it down, whatever sounds good to you. Lastly, turn off autoplay so as not to be disturbed by other videos. With everything ready now, all that's left to do is close your eyes and drift and breathe. Let's begin by taking a deep breath in, visualizing the air moving through your body from head to toe. Then exhale slowly, releasing the stress that may still be trapped in your body from your long day. 5. His wet boots imprint into the soil beneath him, quiet but firmly. The scent of pine and moss fills the air, rich and earthy like an old memory. Rain taps gently on the hood of the man's coat, falling quietly like a solitary pulse, competing against whooshing silence. His truck door shuts behind him with a soft finality. As he glances ahead, a long and majestic mountain rises, veiled in fog, still sleeping. He takes a deep breath in, mentally preparing himself for the journey ahead. Now, with a slow, cleansing breath in and out, allow your body to sink gently into the surface beneath you. As if the earth is holding you with quiet care. Dreamers, you are safe. You are supposed to be here. There's nothing else for you to do now. You can fully relax. You've made it through another day. You got through it regardless of the challenges you faced. Now it's your time to simply just be. Resting, breathing, relaxing. Just be. 4. The mountain teases the eye with hints of vast and jagged shadows peeking through the clouds. It is a shadowed, craggy shape, like a rocky skyline leaning against the sky. Steady, strong, and still. A fine mist clings to the earth, blurring the edges of the trees and trails. The forest feels like it's just waking from a dream. Patches of sunlight slip through the clouds, and raindrops slowly tiptoe down onto soggy branches, catching rays of morning light like tiny crystals. The watery surface shimmers, turning mud into molten gold. Light and water collaborate together to create sheer magic. With this deep sense of calm blooming within you, like a lotus unfolding itself upon the surface of calm, quiet water. In this moment, be free of anxiety. You're exactly where you need to be. The stress and anxiety of the day have nothing to do with right now. They do not serve you. Put away those thoughts for another day. As for now, it is the time to surrender to rest. Remember, you deserve to have peace. You deserve to have rest. Three. His parked truck is barely visible to him now, totally enveloped in mist and memory. The man feels like he's entered another world, too far to worry about what's behind him. He can only focus on what's ahead. The trailhead sign stands crooked, worn down by weather, but still standing. Dutifully pointing the way forward. Silent, sure. Your mind should be slowing down now. Let those last lingering thoughts of the day be far away from your mind now. Let all your thoughts fade away softly into the ether of mountain mist. Let any remaining tension and strain from today gently melt away. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. It's okay. Everything will be okay. Give your mind the freedom to rest and just be. Two. Really start to allow your imagination to come to the forefront of your mind. Together, this dreamland will start to unfold. So softly, one peaceful moment at a time. So imagine that the morning mist of this world wraps itself around the base of the mountain like a current. Trees on either side of the path swaying gently from side to side. The shadows from branches animate the fog below. The man continues forward. A soft crunch of leaves beneath his feet are the only sound breaking the stillness. The air smells of damp earth and crisp, cool autumn chill. That chill is a reminder that winter is not far off. Everything feels so poised, like everything is waiting for this moment. Now, dreamers, the story of the mountain and the man slowly begins to unfold within our minds. Ahead, the mountain grows larger, silent and unyielding. welcoming us travelers to its trail. Let this dreamland unfold around you. Immerse yourself within the story of I Am the Mountain, Part 1. Dreamers, completely let go now as Mama C tells you tonight's Silk Bonnet sleep story. I am the mountain. There once was a man named Callan. Callan was the kind of man who endured life silently, with his head held high. The crisp, cool autumn air ushered him along, giving him steady doses of energy to keep up pace while trekking up an unforgiving hiking trail. He managed to complete several miles from the base of the mountain by mid-morning, with his camping pack gently secured across his shoulders and a scarf of soft wool tugged around his neck. His breath remained steady as he continued his brisk cadence upwards into a thin layer of crisp fog that gave the illusion he was drifting upward. The lazy fog was his constant companion and seemed to hug his whole being. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it all because it made him feel like he wasn't alone. The earth beneath his boots was a patchwork of flame and gold. Leaves fell like drifting thoughts, spiraling in slow motion before resting. The wind hummed a low lullaby, brushing through birch trees like fingers through hair. Insects whispered the last songs of fall, curling into the crisp air. Callan moved slowly. He wasn't tired, but he moved slowly because he wanted to listen. He desperately wanted to be intentional about everything he saw and felt here. He wanted to cherish this journey step by step. He was so grateful to be allowed to be in this moment. He was very grateful. There was something so sacred about walking alone in a place so ancient. Every stone felt like an unsung melody. Walking past every tree felt like unlocking a core, peaceful memory. And the mountain was a silent witness. Callan's thoughts were his only real companion, gently swirling through his mind in solitude and solidarity. He passively thought of his home, the sparsely furnished abode where he felt a sense of comfort. He would honor his own personal quest to put away all of the anxiety he usually felt. His hand reached down to touch his backpack. It was a silent assurance that he was prepared for this journey. But he knew he should push this far from his mind. This moment was for what he could physically see and touch, not an anxious grasp of what might be. And with his thoughts no longer taking him captive, he firmly tucked away all of his worries as he continued up the mountain. He continued higher into the hush. Higher into the stillness of mind, higher into the peace he would crave. And with each step, he could feel the slightest change in the temperature. The wind grew cooler, the trees more sparse. He had passed a fallen log coated in soft moss, not expecting to see a real rabbit blinking at him so intently and unafraid. He smiled, knowing that he didn't have to rush here. Each step was one that he chose to tread at his own pace. There was no rush here, no place to be except in the moment. The sky above was now a pale watercolor of peach and pearl. Sunset would be arriving soon, and with it, the edge of winter. Callan took it all in stride as he prepared to be an audience of one, witnessing all of its splendor and embracing the experience of it. Callan paused at a small overlook. The trail curling out of view behind him. But before him spread the valley, an unfolding of emerald trees fading into an amber twilight. Somewhere down below, people still stirred in busy rhythms. But here, only his breath made a sound. He could pick and choose his own rhythm or lack thereof. Without warning, a string of uneasy what-ifs tugged at Callan's calm, tightening his breath. He inhaled, held it all in, exhale, he would master staying mindful in this moment. There would be time for questions later. For now, the mountain required only one thing of him: be here, be present. He continued onward, reaching the summit of the mountain, searching until he found a suitable place to rest. He found a flat and soft, wide crevice tucked between two ancient stones. There, with hands practiced and calm, he built a small fire. The flame danced like memories of summer, offering very little light and virtually no noise. Above him, the stars began to arrive, not all at once, but one by one, like shy guests at a slow and quiet gathering. He took a cleansing breath and inhaled through his red and frosted orifice of a nose. Winter smelled sharp, leaving a calling card in the wind as she whispered promises of an early snowfall. Callan wrapped himself in his old and faithful wool blanket. It had seen many winters and never failed to protect Callan from the elements. Callan relaxed and rested his back against the smoothness of the limestone behind him. He enjoyed being an audience of one. As he stared up at the vast sky of new twinkling stars and fluffy dark clouds, his mind invited the solace as he quietly mulled over his next steps. He knew he had the materials to hang a hammock as he thought about his immediate future here within the mountain's arms. For now, he would settle in the bosom of the elements, resting everything even as thoughts. May you carry the mountain's peace with you tonight. And when the time feels right, we'll meet again for part 2 of our story. Good night, and rest easy now, dreamers, from the Mama's Sea. Good night.